Lord Jesus, please take care of the class. Keep everybody safe. Definitely take care of this kid. He needs extra help. Awesome. Yeah, make sure everybody gets what they need, fills their cup. Yep, that's all I got.
Absolutely, yeah. Take care of the class. Put strength and protection over everybody.
Yes, sir.
All of Minnesota, the whole state of Minnesota. Well, anybody else is out there training right now, just watch over them, protect them, and give us a good class and a good workout.
And those people from Canada, you guys were cool.
Yeah, those guys too.
Yeah, they were awesome. All right, amen.
Amen.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Well, it's fun, dude. It's awesome. Yeah. I didn't do anything amazing as I did last
I'm.
Yeah, but they're like the perfect.
We got a guy jumping rope
They're all like
in the ring. Normally, I put you guys out in the corner. I'm gonna do something different. Otherwise, it bounces around too much.
yeah, that's good work. They have like a few of those like wrestling meathead kind of guys. Like, they're all really good at striking, but like you got like the long, small guys, and then you got like more like brawly guys.
That's not so bad. You guys are on some gym mats.
I'm down to go next after this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go next Sunday. I'm going next Sunday. Saturday's prom, so I'm gonna try and get to sleep at a good time. I gotta pop on my suit, bro. I was bad because I keep shadow boxing to get a little tight. But I'm trying to get to sleep at a good time, and then go at 12 in the morning next day. 12 afternoon, whatever. Oh, you cut your hair. It's cool. No, that's so good. I knew something different. I couldn't put my finger on it.
I've been thinking about getting a razor and doing my own hair.
Yeah.
Like $30 for a haircut?
I hooked up the bags on myself. I feel kind of dead.
So my business partner is, my former business partner is pretty close to a billionaire. I don't think he's a billionaire, but he's really damn close.
Yeah.
And, yeah. He was the one telling me I should go buy a razor and shave my own head because that's what he does to save money.
Yeah. That was when I was gonna do it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I need my hand wraps all droopy. Screw it. Go with it. We had fights in Duluth, Minnesota on Friday. It was awesome. Hayden Ager, awesome. I'm proud of you too, buddy. I think I broke these gloves too. Wait, they weren't this bad when I started wearing them. It's been like 2 weeks. 3 weeks. Oh, 3 weeks? Yeah, what's all of that? I've gone through 3 sets of gloves this year, and these are the gym gloves. They're crapping out too.
Gotta pay for them now, man. Just kidding.
never actually used that thing.
Punching in the guard is like you get forward, it helps you pull my shoulder back. Bring it back. I feel stronger. I feel like my jab starts to do this. I pull my shoulders back. Yeah, and it's happy. I tried to do it twice. Then like looks like somebody's trying to learn something. So my girl, like, we can do a part. Then take it up for good leg. It's like it's slow, but like Rogan said, I didn't hear what you know. You mean by it. Well, you'll feel it too. Like I was reading out.
How's the camera there? Is it bouncing around?
Yeah.
Monkey, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. I tell the kids, I throw punches, or once you get tired, I'm like chucking barrels, like a Donkey Kong, right? All from my lower half, no upper body, right? That's where most people screw up. They flex. They think. Nah, I'm not sure how to say it. Well, whatever. The good punches come from your lower half. So you're doing it right. You're just chucking the dead weight of your arm at somebody's head at 100 miles per hour, right? Yep. So I picture like chucking barrels at Mario. I actually do picture that. Like, I have to get tired before I can pull it off. I don't do very well when I have energy. It's 90 degrees in here. Probably even more. How's the camera? I got you guys in a new spot you don't normally do. Holy crap, I need a haircut. Yeah, I don't want to say I was the best looking coach in the country because I don't think I have to. Back's so alive. It was fun, eh? But yeah. It felt good, it felt good. That was the first time.
And backwards and drops in.
Watch his camera for it. Tell us something to say.
Forward again. Face inside, step in front, step behind, and boxing. Really? What's up with that deal? Dad, you mean, or when I asked for he seemed new. Which is how that works. Like, that's why you do it. Other side. You get people to tremble. You beat them in their mind before you beat them in their body. Before you beat their body. Is that a big mind? I know. Yeah, let's go. John, out there was good. Sonia made it all like supper. It was awesome. Really, where? She made it at home. Oh, you brought it up? Really? She made it. It was all boxing. For us, all boxing. It was super good.
We were just talking about the Brainerd fight. Scott was asking me how it was going. Sonia, if you're watching this, it was awesome. Thank you for supper. It was delicious. One of our fighters is from Nepal, and she made us all authentic food. Oh my gosh, I've never had anything like it. It was awesome. It was great. Yeah. Oh my God, it's 90 degrees in here, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, it's pretty hot. I'm loving it.
Summer's here.
Yeah, Minnesota finally made up its mind.
Is there? Yeah, we'll get snow tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Morning, yeah. Pour it again.
Take your shoe off and beat it with it. I think that's a money fight. That last comment there, more like a monkey. Like I actually do tell the kids, that's my visual. Like Donkey Kong chucking barrels at Mario. Like just dead weight. If you're using your upper half, if you're using your upper body, you suck, right? You know, it's everybody sucks. It's like a learning curve. The better you get, the lower your center of gravity gets. You know, the goal, like Bruce Lee talks about, the goal is to punch from your big toe. Most people punch from their upper half. It's the worst way to box, right? Like, yeah, it's the thing. Like, we had a Vikings. I think he was a linebacker. I'm not really sure. He was like 300 pounds, but he came in a few months ago. Actually, maybe it was in the fall. Whatever. I let this NFL linebacker, just tee off on me for 3 rounds. 3 rounds. At about the 3rd round, he couldn't move his arms anymore. Like I never threw a punch. So I beat an NFL, a pro football player, just with defense. And that's been my experience. So I've been doing this like 20 years. That's been my experience across the board. Like the bigger you are on your upper half, the more I just play my defense. Like I don't even have to punch you back. Like eventually you'll just get tired. And in boxing, you know, like skill like levels the playing field. Like I've gotten worked over by little kids, and I've taken out guys 100 pounds bigger than me. You know, it's skill trumps everything else. Yeah.
the Sublime Garage Station.
Arms up and down.
This is my kind of playtime right here.
Take some punches. And on the belt, yeah, we're going through. Yeah, all right. And left, go right, right to the salt bar. Left, right, go left. visualize with your eyes closed and open. And you're going to get a sense where you're at. But you're not going to overstep. You're going to be in tight and you're going to think, okay, where's the head? And you're going to visualize that. I'm down. Take it. 1, 2, 1. Get all body movement. Don't forget to throw those hips. And don't look down. If you all you look down. While you put your head down. Instead, when your eyes are closed, you're going to tilt your head down for some reason. Don't know why. Natural thing. Same thing, but this time every 15 seconds now, we're going to switch. We're going to go 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2. Throw the ground. 1, 1, 2. Now call it out. So double gap. All right. So 1, 1, 2. Go. Again, eyes closed. We're trying to use as less visual contact as possible. Switch, 1, 2, 1. Two and two.
It's a billion degrees in here.
1, 1, 2.
Is your sister good looking? I was gonna say if your sister's good looking, I'll let her. But we're a Christian channel, and that's not appropriate.
15 seconds, we'll switch out and out. Go, 1, 1, 2. Two, 1, 2. Right, left, right. One, two, one. Two, one, two.
Even if she's not good looking, I'll still let her.
Okay. And if you want, go up, walk to the next end. You know, turn it over to John. Grab. Sliding into the moving target. Up into the face, up into the neck. Shot with a moving target with just a fifth. Counterflying your wall.
Can you guys hear the music? They're killing it. Oh, let me read. I'm making a point. I can't. Is that Russian? I can't read it. Damn, this is hard to watch. Ha. You should learn technical combo. Well, you know, so measuring perspective is part of my work. What are you actually looking at? Am I doing what you think I'm doing? You're just assuming, right? What am I actually working on? So a cognitive bias, wow, God, this is deep. But whatever, it's a boxing channel, deep. Mike Tyson's philosophical. So it's a cognitive bias. What you're watching right now, you're focusing on what's easy to see. That's not what I'm working on. I'm not working on my arms. I'm not working on punching at all. I'm throwing punches, but it's just to throw myself off balance, right? This is closer to shadow boxing, and even then, it's not even shadow boxing. I'm working on my center of balance more than anything else, right? Like when I throw my punches, it's been like this forever, and it's like this for everybody else. All these guys talking smack, it's like it for everybody. But I'm pulling myself forward, like I'm too top heavy. So right now, I'm trying to dance a bit to the music because that helps me relax, right? And the goal is to be able to punch from any point in time, any angle, any position, to always be ready to punch. And most people arm punch. Like when I say most, we're talking like 98% of people arm punch, right? Arm punch is like the worst boxing you can possibly do. If you don't think you're arm punching, you're probably arm punching. Like being aware is the best you can do. Like it's a challenge to stop, right? It's not a solvable situation. And I'm warming up right now. So what are you actually watching? Or you know, what's your conclusion? Yeah, super interesting. Right now I'm just working on my center of gravity, and I've been doing this for like 20 years, and it's still super tough. Bye. Oh, hey boss, you were here last week, weren't you? I have good skills in boxing. I will give you. Hey, everybody's welcome. If you guys watch long enough, maybe we'll be doing today. I'm not really sure. But I let everybody in the ring or the gym come in and tee off on me. Why? Because at this point, my defense. Actually, that's what I'm working on. You know, it looks like I'm doing offense, but it's close. And I am, but it's a lot closer to defense. Like I'm working on my center of gravity because the drunk guy survives a car crash, the sober guy dies. The big, tough arm puncher, he's the one that dies. He's the one that absorbs 100% of the impact, right? But the loose guy, the guy that's from his feet, the punches just roll off of him. So that's the goal. I'm not. Oh no, yeah, no, you said a bunch of cool stuff. I'm just because I'm all worked up, you know, or I'm all I'm in boxing mode. Yeah, no worries, buddy, no worries. I'm making a point to respond to comments, so that's what I'm doing right now. The first year that we had this channel, I didn't really respond at all. You look like Andrew. I don't know who that is. Yeah, awesome. It's like 90 degrees in here. So we're in St. Cloud, Minnesota. We're in central Minnesota, and summer's here. I think it's 80 degrees outside. But you get all the kids in here working out and whatever. It's hot. Okay, well now I'm in a talkative mood. So a lot of people say I'm hitting with the back of my hands, and it kind of looks like that, but it's more of a. So I'm not twisting as much because I'm working on my. I'm trying to punch from my legs, not my upper half, so the twist doesn't matter. But really, so it's kind of like a Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee style. He punches without twisting at all. It comes straight up. Why? Because you can go faster, right? For me, I'm not really punching. That's a big part that I'm not twisting. And if there's a distance thing too, like when I'm further away, then you twist by default, just because that's how the mechanics of the arm work. But right now, it's not wrong to say I'm punching with the back of my hands, but I'm not punching with the back of my hands. It's more of the Jeet Kune Do, and I'm not even punching. I'm kind of just tapping it. Boss, I kind of understand when somebody gets old movement. Oh, I'm looking at my phone, and I'm half blind. Boss, I kind of understand when someone gets old, the movement won't be very sharp, don't you think? Which totally makes sense. George Foreman won the heavyweight championship at 45. He was a big dude. Rocky movie, maybe Rocky 2 through 6, 2 through 7. I don't know how many there are. Yeah. Well done. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awesome. Yeah. I'm making a point to respond to comments more. So put the comment on, or feel free to comment. If I can see it, I'll respond. Rock on. I'm coaching. Oh my God, it's hot in there. How do you know between gym students which one have the slow twitch fiber or fast twitch fiber? Meaning power or the cardio kind. You know, and so my visual for this, like construction workers, even when they're big, construction workers tend to have that fiber, the quick bounce, the man muscle, and even big weightlifters tend not to have that. They tend to have the big bulk muscle, and they both have their purpose. So this guy is asking me, how can we tell the difference between a fast twitch fiber or
and a slow twitch fiber? It's called a biopsy, and it was proven in. I mean, you can't take a microscope, but certain types of athletes, short distance runners, 50-yard dash, 440-yard dash, 880-yard dash, that explosiveness. You actually have to take a biopsy, and that comes via what I was taught in the fall 1982 here at St. Cloud State Human Performance Lab. Dr. Street was his name because that same question arose, and again, that was the fall of 1982, but you'd actually have to take a biopsy. Marathon runners have slow twitch muscle fiber versus NFL football players that have fast twitch muscle fibers, fast twitch muscle and slow twitch as a good example. But again, he said, really, you can't develop it, you're born with it.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. I was just describing like construction workers. You know, where in the shoulders, they got the lines, you know. I'm not sure how to describe it. Well, back when I was in peak shape, you know, my shoulder would make 100 wrinkles.
Oh, really?
Oh, you know what I'm doing? Oh, that's he's wondering how we can tell with our boxers. Are you saying that you can't tell? Like you have to.
Well, I would.
Can you see visually?
Well, I you would think. I mean, that's a great question because that's something that never came up during class from what I can remember because that was 1982. But I think too, it's when they say you're born with it. That's the physical part, but you also have the mental part of knowing I want to be a football player, and you're not going to be a football player if all you do is jog.
Good call. I haven't thought of that.
And the determination of what you want to do would kind of say, well, I'm gonna, I have these. And again, you really don't know until you do have a biopsy, which you'd have to go to the hospital to get to do that. But I think it's something that you naturally know. And again, that's my opinion, and things have changed since 1982, and that. But the human
not if it's genetics, then it hasn't changed.
Yep. So, outside of that, I just turned class over to you guys.
I'm coaching.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to turn it over to Brad and John. We were just talking about fast twitch and slow twitch muscle fibers. The gentleman had a question on here. And as I had brought up, this came from the Human Performance Lab back in the fall of 1982 during kinesiology class. To be, and so everybody knows, to be an educated coach, they talk about getting a coaching minor at a major university. That is how a coach is recognized in this high school system in America. Each state has their own requirements, but you have to follow that for liability purposes so you can be hired in a school district.
I'll carry the camera around here in a little bit.
Again, I bring in boxing and teach it that it was a high school sport, one, to cover liability aspect, but two, why do we do certain things? And especially for boxing, because boxing was always viewed as a four-person sport. If you had no money, you weren't good at anything else, it was a street fighter, and it puts a shadow on boxing. And it's not. It really isn't. It never has been. Boxing was also an NCAA collegiate sport at one time. The only reason it's a club sport now. But you know, when you talk about the Harvard, Yale, University of Nevada, Las Vegas, West Point Military Academy, those last two that I brought up, there was a Sartell High School student, two of them. One that went to West Point Military Academy, captured the NCAA, and it wasn't Division 1, 2, and 3, it was just one division, national title. The gentleman from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, the only reason I knew that existed and that was run red because of their basketball program. Very successful on the college level. D1, in fact, made it to the Final Four. And both those two students went to Sartell High School. They never once boxed here at the gym, but they came in to tell us they never knew that this had existed, ever. So, or there was ever a program. You know, you gotta catch one thing too. It's hard to advertise, and yeah, social media should be easy, but believe me, it's hard to run, you know, keep everything going. That's what we do. But again, to take pride in a sport that, I mean, if I could do it all over again, who wouldn't want to go to Harvard or go to Yale on a scholarship for boxing? I think that is the freaking coolest freaking thing. Yeah, that's right, I went to Harvard, and I boxed, and I got a scholarship. You know, I mean, that's cool. And again, too, people, the outside community, the people that have money, they spit on boxing. Well, they want to see two people destroy themselves. Like two cocks fighting, chicken fighting in a cage. And it's not, now MMA is doing that and took a lot of the pressures off boxing. That's why too, you train as an athlete, you are an athlete. You know, and then what this used to be for guys, no, now it's for gals. And I mean, look at women's wrestling. We had, in fact, one other thing, not to go on a tangent, one of our gals, when I coached women's wrestling, she got invited to go on a cultural exchange trip to China. Now, what person, mind you, goes to China to go wrestling? You know, to a communist country, much less a woman. And I tell you, talk about being proud to be able to go. Had that opportunity to go, but it was almost for 3 weeks. Well, how the hell can I get 3 weeks worth of people to help me for here? And mine, when it was paid for, it's like, oh. So I had to ask her mom, who was in a wheelchair, that actually helped me. I said, you know, if there's a time to get better and a time to heal, now's the time. And I tell you, I never seen a more powerful woman, a very powerful mindset. Not that, oh God, it's a miracle. She just had problems walking because of a degenerative disease. But I tell you, you're given something where the mind overpowered the body. She went with her daughter, and wow, I mean, it's something to be proud of. You know, people don't see that other side. That's why too, I want to see that because it is a sport. It is great to have fun. Yeah, you know, you're punching, you're getting hit, but you know, but anyway,
Angel's wife, Jessica, she's cracked me, and Robbie.
Yeah.
And Katie's cracked me pretty good.
There's a picture of a gal, two gals in fact, in the hallway out the door. Jessica and Jamie Powers. Jessica boxed for us. She ended up falling in love with one of our other boxers, and the two got married. We've had, I think, 2 if not 3 couples get married from the gym that happened. So
Jason got married in the boxing ring?
Oh yeah, Coach Jason Knuckle, MMA guy too. Yeah, he got married in our boxing ring. We had it outside. So yeah, we set up for weddings too. Would have never thought that.
But that's ironic. The minute I got married, that the more I wanted to box her. Funny how things work.
Funny how things work. On that note, I'm going to turn it over to these two gentlemen.
You started off by talking something about
Start punching! Start punching the bag! Punch, punch, punch! You're a broken hand. I'm sorry for being hit out of steel. I'm good material. First, I'll break your mind. Then, I'll break your body. Like they were
and it was really kind of fun.
For me, my voice is not enough. My elbows are stuck in my back, so I can't unbounce it off. Pour it up. Really stuff like you're just throwing to your side. Yeah, it's real easy at first. If you're forced to throw that whole body forward, when you do this right, you can totally knock it out. I'm sure you're on speed. You gotta put your whole body at it. So that's I've seen 300-pound big muscular guys that just suck. Just suck at life. Why do that? Oh, I can beat him without punching him back. I'm punches don't do anything. They look cool. They feel cool. It's natural. Little kids on punch. I arm punching. Everybody arm punching. You have to constantly work at not arm punching. 20 years, I'm still working on it. Like it doesn't go away. It's a money thing. You're always chasing it. You'll never get there. The goal is to chase it. Spend a month practicing on Everest, spend 10 minutes on top. Watch it the same way. This is what I've done. We're not having real how can mental part is never in this little part. I got it. One. If I'm a black athlete, I'm not fucking athlete, and I want to run a marathon. I'll tap it work if I'm not from Yeah, it's all in your body. Look, you go, Christian. Again, what part of the world that they're born in, you know, and that's how they develop. You know, again, and that's what it's not so funny. All these hey, it's not so funny. I mean, you've seen that. And again, football. The bird itself, feelings are real fun. It's what I'm asking for, it's hard to do. Hey, let's run around and punch each other. Well, I think it's funny. Put her up, put her up.
Fascinating. And the science, because they do scientific studies on why you do this versus that. How can somebody else get hurt in that?
127. I do it. It's pretty right when my ribs come together. And I have gone to break my ribs. Keep your hand inside my body. That's good.
Probably gonna have zero and they're in Boston.
Yep. You want to do it so often, it just happens naturally, right? Because you want to have time to think about it. 127. 7 is right where the ribs come together. Xiphoid process. Hit him hard enough to break out, open the heart.
No. Yeah. I'd like to guess, you'd have a pretty good guess. That's what
Big Knuckle get in there. Hit my voice, it's not a big deal. Plus, it's super easy. Once you get it, because all you have to do is move your tiny little bit.
one drill.
The only way I'm actually going to hit you is like right in the middle. Keep it on the side of the which is why you said, let's have it on my next bowl. You get to the side of it, it's a great behind the tree. It doesn't mean anything.
Training for I mean, and they also have the signs, right, for that. And it's like
And then go right for his knot. Go to the 7 is where the ribs come from.
every sport they would have, these scientists, still trying to develop something.
Yeah, it's going to be right where elbow
Because that's what you need. You know, that movement, so you're taking the muscle around and trying to ingest it. And look at, you might have on 20-some bombs, 95%.
If I see somebody raising their hand, you know, a lot of people do that. Or me, if I see somebody do that, I start throwing. If I see somebody covering their eyes, I will start throwing great punches. Why? Because you're going to cover your eyes, then you can't see me moving. That's where you start pivoting. Get somebody to cover their eyes. If they're holding their hands up, throw as loud as they can. Why? Because you're going to block their eyes until they can't see you. If they can't see you, you can have your way with them.
Just say too much. Can we get 10 financial boxes that are a foot high? Okay? Can we get more bars that are 10? Can we get little what your container is better than the other people? You know, they might have stupid, in Minneapolis, yeah, we got nothing good out here, but I got Social Security on the list. But what can you do to help in order to get it? Schools, they physically beat them. You know, it's kind of like the Russian, the rock people. Okay, especially when he had a fight when he was old, I think it was Rocky or what. And the Hall of Creed, yeah, one of the creators, you know,
One, two, three, six. 1, 2, 3, 6.
Things like that.
Left, right.
We give a person what kind of reason better than another.
1, 2, 3, 6.
And that's like what I think too.
Back and forth.
Balance. I know we're in boxing and we just on the two balance. Because
I'm a predator, I watch that. I can go off balance. I'm talking about you and other predators will see it too. It's like a lot of sharks. As far as that poker, that's a better way of saying it. I'm looking for your poker.
try something new, try another drill. Because again, some people like it, roll it in. You know, who would never thought that the further away the hunter, the slower you have and but you know something? My Johnson, it's like, oh my God, I would have never thought something focus under duress. You know, you kind of like, this is me. Oh yeah. Well, it's like the martial arts. When you're talking about Bruce Lee. Okay. Now, here's the thing too. You know, when somebody, maybe I might not be able to do that. What made him so that's a bring other examples. This is what Bruce Lee did. I'm going to try to apply that same principle here. So again, I think things like that are the science and okay, which came
I said two boosters back.
I started about catching punches. Well, they can do it. Watch out. Like they'll catch them. If you're not getting hit,
Dude, I mean, actually, even a little bit, when you start punching yourself.
Okay, not necessarily like the
That was great.
yeah.
techniques and stuff that helps me. You know what I mean?
Composure. I mean,
Come on.
and breathing. What happens in boxing? When somebody gets into a fight, oh my God, are you gonna, you're a cop, you're not gonna follow your gun.
You should have said, you're not the guy, you're not. You're walking, and come over the top. If you have the distance, for me to punch you from back here, I have to loosen up everything. I'll let you get through after. It's hard to do. You got it here.
From his emotions, just allow the pressure and actual physical fight by being staying completely relaxed.
So, yeah, what's the difference? He's got a sword, okay, well, we got two swords. I need it now. No, it's not gonna come now. Oh, it's good. You have to wait. He stood us up. Home show fight. Last year, didn't want to fight him, but those were 22 guys, well, 3 guys in the weight class.
1, 2, 5, 10.
Off up in
1, 2, 5, 10. At 10, I'm just like, I don't know how you do it. I'm just like whipping my arm down. Like it's no arm muscle, like I'm throwing my body. You know what I mean?
He has a lot of no.
I'm like following him.
He has only got one fight. It's like wrestling. I know. Well, it's just like I used to wrestle. You got 3 guys. Those are the realities. So why are you going to do this? What do you have to
It's a lateral punch, don't square off at all. That's option.
You don't have the experience.
That's how you get away with it. You can like throw it in your hand, you still just
You got 5 more other people.
We got, maybe I was just talking about go for the 10.
Like I said, I have expectations. I don't know, I assume. And
It's not expectations.
it's like, well, you know,
It's kind of different, like I'm 240, and I'm dropping on my body. I can hit your gloves, I can hit my body. It doesn't matter what I hit, it's gonna hurt anywhere. Yeah, well, I'm not even doing anything with my arm.
not everybody's gonna,
I got ball in it. Dirty dirties.
you know, spar. Some of them you can only dad make it. Some of them you can some of them just because of the structure. But give everybody equal time. And it's a lot of, it's like, well, one at a time, how about time? You know, if you're gonna compete, go to stay out. And you're all just one in break. Come on, you everybody can consider it down for the pound. But number one,
That's good, that's good. I like it. That's good. Let it go. It actually feels good. Pretty good. Let it go. You suck when we started. That sounds awesome. 5, 3, 2. It was body, the other body versus.
We have so many people coming and going. And
He's going. 5, 3, 2.
people want time.
You can use that distance. Both of you.
You know, and it works. You know?
It's uncomfortable to punch this like, actually, you know, I know this is the fight. It's uncomfortable right out of the way. It hurts a bit, it hurts a bit more than your leg. There's just something wrong like this. This is more but it's counterintuitive. Right here, like this. This. Alright. Yeah, who cares? Who cares? It's a mind thing, not a body thing.
I mean, he's successful. He doesn't
It makes a lot of your
he hasn't been around a lot of,
The closer you are, the weaker your punches.
so it's new for him. He has never had that.
It's like gravity. Everybody will get closer to each other. Like staying away from each other is not bad though. You have to work on it.
You should know that. So yeah, it's not bad. It's just that
Looks like you guys are moving in the same direction. Left for a while? Be aware of it. Just watch it. And then you'll catch it when I'm doing it. If I'm moving in the same direction, take advantage of it. Everybody does. Everybody does. It's like a halter belt. Learn how people play their cards. It really is like poker. People are creatures of habit. It's a conditioned response. Everybody does dumb stuff. You just gotta watch for it. Like we all do. It doesn't go away.
The camera. I don't know who that is. Best in the world? Sure. Or maybe I just can't pronounce it. Or I'm bad at reading. Yeah. Dirty 30! You got it from here, buddy. I'll start recording. A few more hip into it. That was all arm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, keep your gloves by you, but take them off. So, on occasion, I found it beneficial to not only break things down to every kind of step, but to sometimes start from the end result and work backwards. So, as I've done for myself, and I've kind of seen results with it, I'm going to get you guys doing something that's going to be, might seem a little odd, but I think you'll catch on to it quick. So, basically what we're going to be doing is, everybody's going to pick a bag, and one of the things I used to do, and this was kind of like, just to, for one, develop the knuckles. So I used to, my dad had a steel shop growing up, and I'd sit there and I'd just do this. Not trying to hit hard, but just snap and conditioning the knuckles for, to make this just at that last second as solid mentally as what the target was that I was hitting, okay? So making this steel, making it into a weapon. And so we're going to kind of almost take a little bit of kind of a Bruce Lee approach, where you're going either from a 1 inch or I usually just curl. It's up to you. And just doing this little bit of snap. Now, this is not a push. It's not to drive into the target. It's just snap right at the end. What you're going to be doing is basically your forearm is gonna tense. The hand is completely loose until just that last second of impact. Okay, so you're just gonna sit. You can just square up with a bag and just this. That's all you're looking for, is that last little bit of snap. Keep in mind, everything is completely loose until that last little second of impact. Do this a little bit, and then I'll show you where this is going.
Get rid of the wrap.
You can keep the wrap. You can keep the wrap.
What you're talking about, they do it with like rice too. That's the Bruce Lee thing, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, rice, sand. There's all kinds of little things. Those are kind of conditioning. Again, like those finger pokes into it.
Yeah, that's what I did. Was the biggest hand or the big.
Yeah. So the biggest thing here, again, guys, don't make a fist before you make contact. So, and when you make contact, you're just flat knuckles, okay, with the bag. So you're not necessarily driving with one knuckle or the other. It's completely flat. So if you were to do it just on your hand, okay, that's it. Completely loose till that last little second.
Yeah, try popping with your hip a little bit, but yeah, that's what he's talking about. It is a Bruce Lee thing. This is a 6-inch punch, isn't it? Or it's like the start of the 6-inch?
1 inch, but that's
yeah.
or this isn't really
It's different. You're talking the
showing
knuckle.
how to produce the power that he is. That'll be the later one.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
If you're not utilizing both hands already, go ahead and do so.
I was a carpenter back when I was competing, so I swung a hammer all day long. What do we got? Which is the best timing? Question, Brad.
Yeah.
Which is the best timing for the counterattack? I guess I don't know what that means.
The best timing for a
In your
counter.
opinion, which is the best timing for a counterattack?
You know,
I'm not sure what that means.
Basically, you know, the best time, in my opinion, to hit somebody else is when they're trying to hit you. All their
Distracted,
effort,
yep.
all their momentum is coming forward. So, for you to kind of pick a different angle, read them coming, and time it so that when kind of like the slip off the side I was showing, where you're actually making contact at the point that they would be, but you slipped off a different angle. So it's not only your force going into them, but it's kind of doubled because their force is coming at you. And when,
good point,
when
good
someone's
point, yep.
trying to attack you, they're not necessarily.
Especially if you let them do it 5 times in a row without responding, and then on the 6th time you do.
Right.
Rope a dope.
Right. So I mean, obviously there you can do the hesitation kind of, you know what I mean?
The Mayweather.
Counter and try to race their arm back to them, But ideally, if you can time it, to see it coming by gauging your range and you know what I mean, and how fast they are and everything. Of course, your position has to be there. But again, it's their force coming into you as well, so it kind of doubles your power.
Multiplier.
Without you having to double your effort.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like it. Good response. Good response.
Okay, let me demonstrate where this is going.
You want to watch it? Because you're doing it wrong.
So the kind of the mindset.
Yeah.
That little bit of.
I also
snap,
have ADHD.
that little bit of snap is all you're gonna need for score points, right? If you go even now, like 3/4 of arm out with a jab, and all you're doing is that little bit of a snap at the end. Again, the arm is completely loose, but at a short distance, you're getting your punches out there. This is going to get you points at the right timing. You can maybe stun the guy, or this is going to be a quick fake. Anything else is going to come from this. So now you're just going to practice kind of basically arms 3/4 out. And just, again, little quick snaps. You're not trying to drive into the target. That's where your full torso will come into play. But with this, the rules of kind of having to throw correct position and body torque and getting the whole body involved kind of falls out here. Because these punches trying to come any angle, just to keep that right in front of their face and be quick about it and not think about power all the time. If you can keep your jab or your right, it doesn't matter, but it's, you know, obviously your lead hand, whether you're right or left, is going to be most useful for this, right? But if you can keep that going, keep that in front of them, and not necessarily slow yourself to the point of having to put everything behind every punch, but you're just getting it there, you're getting points. Okay? There's different jabs. You got just your quick little point getting stinging jabs, okay? And you've got your feints to set something up, and then you've got your power. 3 different punches. Okay? So developing this one is going to get you to be the first person to the target. So just really loose. Take it completely loose for the last little seconds impact, and you don't have to worry about driving through the target. Just get that little bit of smack at the end. Little bit of smack.
No, I think you're doing it right. You're doing it right. Yep.
And you can be so loose that you
It's a nothing. It's not a punch. It's a mechanical thing, right? No, that's good. It's good. The watch is probably throwing you off a little bit too. Does it bounce around? Oh, that's great. Great. Awesome.
You don't have to do more than one if you don't want, but quick little punch. You know?
If you're gonna do it without the bag moving.
And if you relax yourself enough,
Same speed, just barely hit it.
having to roll it 3-4 times in a row.
That was good. That was good. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. Oh, now you screwed it up. It's because I complimented you. It went straight to your head.
But the other thing that is kind of training you is to, again, just stay completely loose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I trained bare knuckles for like 2 years, just like you guys are doing right now. That's where, because I don't make a fist when I punch, this is where it came from. It's just this over enough period of time, and I don't need to make a fist anymore. I have the impression that's what he's getting at too. I like it, buddy.
So, you know what I mean? The more you try to do it one time, the more you end up tensing without really realizing it. So the mindset of this one is, this is the fastest your punch is ever going to be. Okay? So that's what you're building on, is that speed. And you have to be relaxed to do it.
Would you agree you don't want the bag moving around? Like there's a depth.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, at the face of the target right now is the depth. This is kind of the only time I'll really say that, because typically I'm all about driving into your target or through your target, but
Just super accurate. It's not slow. It's fast, but you're just barely touching it. Or you're so far away that you master exactly where your hand stops, or like get to know it. Become friends with your distance.
And again, a big importance of this drill is not to be pulling your punches all the way back. Keep it kind of hanging out there and realize like, oh well, if I just happen to be right here, say I'm kind of reaching pretty low, whatever, I can boom turn that into a punch. I don't have to go from here. I can be right there.
Try to do the same thing, but don't lean forward, like from a distance. Best case, it's at like the full extension of your arm. But that's hard. But that is the goal, is to get comfortable like way out here. Yeah. Because that's your most powerful, and that's the hardest part to learn. If you train for the hard stuff, everything else is easy.
Yep. With you two, well, this drill,
Ooh, I get tired.
all the way back. So that's what's gonna take.
How you feeling? Feeling good?
Take to get there. Some straight through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right there. So you realize, like, oh, I can straight a little bit of power. I can do something damage. But I just have to sword first.
Ah.
Sword first quick.
Following instructions is part of boxing too. I have a tough time with it also.
Bringing them all the way back.
They called me oppositional in school.
You want oppositional.
Uh-huh.
Short range. So,
The principal and I were on a first name basis.
yeah.
He knew my family.
Slowly,
We got Christmas cards.
speed by linking.
I like it. You look good. If you can get more hip into it, hey, but you look good as is.
Two arms.
What's that?
I thought he said there's 2 arms.
Did he? Oh, yep. I'm not coaching right now, so yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Zero distance, then now having distance on that, okay? And applying a little bit of that body torque and stuff like that. But again, that's kind of a different punch. That's and damage. This is quick to get your point.
I like it. I like it. That's when I'm punching bare knuckle. Well, you're not making like a full fist, are you? Yeah. Yep. When I'm doing bare knuckles, it's very similar to how you're doing it right now. Right, and that's what you're asking for, isn't it, Brad?
What's that?
What are you doing? Is that
So for the purpose of this too, try not to pull all the punches back all the way. I know this is kind of contradictory, but keep it kind of out there real close to the target already, so that you realize like, oh, I can. This is kind of quick little speed burst generating, you know. So even though it don't have to do a lot, you're already right there in a short distance. Oh, okay, I can get a punch. I can get a punch. I don't have to be all the way back here and take time to do it. And then slowly build a little bit on that distance and try to kind of keep that speed.
read? I kind of forgot about the comments. I gotta catch up, boss. Hey, thank you for commenting, boss. That's awesome, man. And last week, I think it was last week. It's good. It's good. I watched it.
Step forward real quick. Okay, regardless necessarily so much of the size of your opponent, okay? Since your hands are always up towards your face, the closest target is going to be the face, right? And when if you're throwing from the shoulder and you duck down to the body, it's going to be easier to read, right? Unless you split the difference. If you split the difference, the target is exactly the same. So just by doing this little bit of a half squat, now the distance it's a little bit harder on you actually because you're taller. So the little bit that I drop brings me farther from your face, but
Does the same call you're farther from my body, you're saying?
well, any little bit of crouching and now I'm farther from your face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Middle.
so in theory, yeah, if you instead of going all the way down for this, if you meet in the middle, now this jab is just as fast as both.
That makes sense.
So now it's just throwing, and when I kind of bring it back, when I am kind of bringing it back for like especially a second jab, instead of coming all the way, I'm kind of chambering it almost to that elbow and throwing just elbow out instead of necessarily the whole arm. If that makes sense, I'm kind of throwing it from the elbow. It's still going straight from the shoulder, but I'm only chambering it back hard way to the elbow. So again, that short little punch. I'm already out here. Okay? So now I want you to practice a little bit your range and your height, trying to gauge both body and head together.
Or you kick your gloves out of the way, just might as well, eh? Safety first, Jeffrey. That's what I always say.
Yeah, the idea behind this is to make it so your opponent can't really read if you're going to the head or the body. Confuse them a little bit, and then they're going to hesitate. If they don't know what's coming at them, they're gonna hesitate.
It's no, not lateral. Lateral. So square off would be like this to the big, but we're not. We're talking. Yeah. In line with it.
Exactly. Everybody else kind of hear that? So instead of throwing your weight, throwing your body up and down, okay, that's going to tell your opponent what you're doing. So the key with this is to find that middle ground where you're reaching the same body and head, so that way all you're doing is throwing that arm. They're not reading your body, so they can't tell what you're doing. Okay? You're just cutting the distance in half. You're finding the middle ground so that it's the same distance for both. That way they can't read what you're doing. And you're doing the same principle as the other punches where you just short range, pushing it out. Just for speed.
Ooh, I punched it too hard. Now my knuckles are sore. That's
You
it.
can do this even without any power.
After a while, you just get the calluses on your knuckles and they don't really bleed. Oh, well that's actually bad boxing right there, because it's these. No, put your hand back up. That should never happen. It should be these three knuckles. That's a sign that you there's an opportunity there to correct. It should be these three knuckles. Always these. I aim for the middle finger. You know, because you don't want it too much on your pinky and you don't want it too much on the middle finger. Or the ring finger. Did I say that? Yep. That's what I was aiming for. It should just be the threes. If you lose skin, it's going to be on these three. That's a sign of bad. Because it should never be that. Yep. When you do it right, it's just those three knuckles. It's only those three knuckles. I can punch cinder block, as hard as I possibly can with no damage. Like it's just on those three knuckles. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Something for you guys to, with the rest of your practicing, shadow boxing is going to be huge at gauging how well you're doing with this, especially if you've got a mirror or you're able to videotape yourself. Just like anything, when I go to a fight and I'm watching, I can see everything the boxer could have done or should be doing in the moment, where they may not necessarily see it themselves until they watch the tape back, because they don't have the full scope of everything, the kind of the full spatial awareness of how much room they have, or just different angles, right? So that'll help you tremendously in developing this and kind of checking yourself, like, okay, am I telegraphing? Am I dropping to throw this? Or am I kind of staying in the middle ground where all I'm seeing is the hand? Okay, if all you're seeing is the hand, if I throw a punch and I curve at all, okay, he's gonna see it coming in his peripheral. But if I go straight out, you almost never see it coming until it's too late. Okay, if you're at the right range. So with that being said too, trying to, mentally, again, anytime you're hitting a bag or shadow boxing is great for this too, your imagination is going to be key in that, okay? When I'm hitting a bag, I'm imagining that this is another person, and whatever styles I need to work on, defending against, or whatever type of fighter I need to, work on, building my skills against, that's what I'm imagining. That's what they're doing, okay? Mentally. I'm preparing myself for that type of a fight, okay? So when it's moving, it's that person moving. It's the game of pressure there. We're going to real quick touch base on the actual kind of Bruce Lee technique of the raw power now of the 1-inch punch. Okay, so with this, it's going to be completely different. Stopping here, the active surface of the target. Now, understanding weight of the target, you're trying to direct your energy through the core, okay, not off the sides, but through the core, the balance point, the center balance of your opponent, and drive to the back of it. Like imagine the spine of the bag. So what, you got 8 inches here. If my punch normally would end here, now I want to shorten that distance to where when I'm touching the bag, my arm is at about a 45, because just finishing the rest of the way, now I'm driving through the target just by pushing my arm out, okay? But this isn't a push. This is short burst power, okay? Now, in order to do it correctly, everybody go on this side of me real quick. Just so that I can kind of see what.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, remember how I said to tilt your pelvis and sink down, relax down in your weight? That's driving your weight into the ground. It's that weight drop into the ground that's going to give you stability in your stance, a strong stance, in order to, at once, it's kind of almost like you're driving from your spine forward, okay? Now again, I'm not pushing, it's all at once. The same way you just quickly flex from relaxed to there for the snap. If you drop your weight and shift now turn that
Feel relaxed,
forward, okay?
Quick, I grab your wrist and I
That little
can.
snap is you're dropping
You guys
your
didn't
weight.
see that.
Or the headbutt, yeah.
Now you're punching through the target, okay? Okay, so practice a little bit of that. If you're grounded right, either hand should be able to.
Should I keep you squared up? Like yours? Feet squared up like that? Or no stance?
You can go no stance first, just to kind of get the feel that, okay, from this short distance, without even really getting into your stance, without having to manipulate all that, right? Without having to do all of that, because it's a lot of motion, right? Again, from the short range, start at about a 45, keep loose until that minute of impact. If you're grounded, you won't push yourself away, but you'll push through the bag. Now, the other key here is you're driving through with your elbow. Just kind of like the way you would a hook, your elbow is driving through the target instead of stopping. The elbow is what finishes going through the target to rip their head off. That's what the elbow is doing here also. So the shoulder relaxed, drops, the weight goes forward. As you sink your weight, you're going through the target. It'll take a little bit of time to kind of get a feel for it, but again, it's a burst, it's a short burst, short range, short burst of energy, okay? Kind of flexing all at once from relaxed, driving your weight down and shooting, that's gonna do it. Whereas if you're already on the target and you just push, you're not putting any force into the target, you're just moving it. But when you do it this way, all your force at once is driving deep into the target. This is what's going to hurt them internally, okay? That's kind of the mindset behind it. You're driving deep into this, okay? Into their core, into their spine.
Into their heart.
into their heart. This is like, you know, it's so mentally you're stopping their heart. That's kind of the mindset I would have when I would be.
I was talking emotionally.
Well, yeah, if you're you know, sometimes-
Punch, love. That's what I always say.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta get going, but
All right, man.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Quick sign off. Quick sign off. Ambush sign off. Say something good. Something inspirational.
Inspirational?
Yeah. What would you say to the lazy people at home eating Doritos, not busting ass here at the gym?
I wish I was you.
That was good. That was good. That was good. I disapprove, but that was good. Yeah, fool.
China?
Yeah.
My shadow's the only one that walks beside me.
I broke my brain a little bit. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you with something.
When you push forward, that's when you sink and drop your weight.
Ambush,
As
sign off,
your
I'm leaving.
shoulders- Your shoulders relax and drop.
Yes, sir.
And when you sink your weight, that's
I'm leaving. Quick sign off.
and that's when you
Motivational thing?
Yeah.
So a little lower body control.
yeah, you just sink that weight at the same time. you drop.
Love this song.
Have good examples. Make yourself a good example to the younger generation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Even though I am the younger generation.
I was gonna say, I am that example. Look at this thing.
I know.
Look at this thing.
Smack me by saying this, but
Yes, sir.
in all reality, if you pull and take and you walk,
Hey, quick sign off, buddy. I'm leaving.
Huh?
I'm leaving. Sign off.
Oh.
a lot of times they'll do it from
Motivational quote?
What's that?
Is there a motivational quote?
Yeah. Oh, just something. Make it up.
Pray every day.
Ooh, that was a good one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do. It's what I do when I wake up, like the gratitude thing. Like I actually, just like boxing, like I make a point to do it even when I don't want to.
Yeah, I gotta pray every 5 times a day.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Awesome. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What do you got, fool?
Don't quit.
I like it.
Go to church.
I like it.
Read the Bible.
Well, this kid should probably quit doing some things. Like that, whatever you call it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good night.
Yeah, you too.
What do you got, fool?
Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard.
Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one. I like it. Alrighty. So I am leaving. We're gonna sign off. Join us tomorrow. Have a good night. Subscribe, folks. Yeah, I'm gonna try to respond to this comment. Which punch? The last one that's on here, boss. Which punch? Which one move first? That I'm reading off my phone, so it's small, you know. When punching, well, I'm assuming that's when punching. Which one move first? Is it the hip? Then the actually. So yes, but you want to get off the big toes. Like the big toes starts everything. So with your logic, what you're describing, it works down to your toes. And Bruce Lee talks about this. And for me, you know, it's something you constantly work on. It's like enlightenment. You never really get there. But I'm trying to get it off my big toes. So I'm constantly, like my warm up, the thing people are always talking about. I'm not even punching at all. I'm just trying to move my center of gravity down to my toes, down to my big toes. And the visual, I'm a visual thinker. I picture like a griffin or like an eagle gripping into the floor of the mats, right? And from there, that mental visual, it helps me forget that my upper half has mass. Like it's just the claws of the eagle gripping into the floor, and I'm chucking the rest of my 240 pounds as fast as I possibly can at the bag without flexing any muscles whatsoever. I grip into the floor and then I twist. Yep. That's my hardest punch. And I bet you, never measured, but I bet you it's 1,000-pound punch. Just because of the mechanics of how I'm doing it. Yep. And I believe that's what you're speaking to there. It's a goal. It's just, it's not a permanent thing. Like it's tiny little, it's kind of like meditation. It's you can pull it off for just tiny little bits in time. And even here in the gym, this is like the most relaxed it can possibly be. You go in front of a crowd, super hard. You drive hours to get to wherever you're going, super hard. Say hi, fool. Say something good. What's up? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like it. Ambush. Awesome. All right. I hope you guys have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Subscribe.